All right, so in this video, we're going to go over how you can find appointment setters for your agency. And we're going to go through several resources here, and I'm going to give you an actual job description that you can copy and paste into the actual job board. So let's go ahead and jump in here. So the first resource that I want to share with you is Fiverr. Now, Fiverr, you have a ton of people here that have ready-made gigs for cold calling, for setting appointments. And so one of the first things that you can do here is literally go to Fiverr and type in telemarketer, okay? And you'll find people here that will cold call businesses for you and set appointments. And you can see here, some of these are very inexpensive. 100 calls for $35. This one here, I will do telemarketing for 8 hours, 300 calls for $50. Let's check out some of these guys here. Let's check out this one right here. Let's check out this one as well. And then let's see here, this one right here as well. This individual here, cold calling telemarketing. Now let's check out some other ones here. So you can just see right out of the gate, we have people here that are experienced in cold calling and will make calls for you on your behalf. So let's check out some of these other guys here. And that should be enough for now. And then one of the other things that you can do is type in here appointment setters, okay? Looks like this is not pulling up as many as the previous search. So let's go back up here and let's just type in here cold calling. Okay, so we find individuals here that will cold call for us as well. Let's pull up this guy right here. Let's see here. I will cold call and leave a voicemail. This one is not too bad as well. Let's see here. This one right here. And let's just check these out here. Okay. So we have this first one here. I will do telemarketing for your business. 100 calls per gig. Let's see here. Okay, great. And you're going to also have access to cold call scripts that you can give these guys. Some of these guys are going to have scripts themselves. However, depending on what services you're offering, you're going to have access to cold calling scripts so that these individuals can actually book the meetings for you. And then you take over after they've booked the appointment. So let's go down here, check this out. This guy is in Pakistan. Looks like this guy has really good results here. Perfect, perfect, okay. So this looks like a good one here. And this one here is for 300 calls. Okay, great. B2B, B2C. He's in the US. Okay, great. And so it's just as simple as coming here, typing in cold calling, appointment setters, telemarketers, and you'll find some great people in here that will, actually start cold calling for you. Here's another person. Looks like this is a female here. And some of them will actually let you listen to their work here. Okay, yep, so you can listen to some of the calls here. And they charge, let's see here, the premium is 100 calls for $50. I mean, just think about if you get 4 or 5 appointments for that, right? That's very inexpensive for you to be able to get some booked appointments. Remember, all you want these folks to do is to schedule an appointment, call the business owner and see if there's any interest so they can schedule an appointment for you to come in and take over. Let's see if we can find a couple other here. This gentleman here will do cold calls, lead generation. Okay, great. He's in the US. 60 calls, 100 calls for $100. Not too bad right here. This guy's in the US, so the language there isn't going to be an issue. Let's see here. Okay, so this is what I recommend you do for Fiverr. Go in here, type in appointment setters, telemarketers, cold callers, and then be able to test out a few people to see which one sticks, okay? So that's my recommendation for Fiverr. And so now let's go over some additional resources where you're going to post a specific job and you're going to get applicants reaching out to you. So let's go ahead and look at the first source here. This is the onlinejobs.ph. Now, this is a fantastic resource here to be able to hire people full-time for under $500 a month, 40 hours a week, right? And you're paying them $500. It's because the actual currency translator, where for $500, you can find somebody to work for you full time that has a bachelor's degree, even a master's degree, and have them be doing all of your appointment setting. You can find here some very highly skilled individuals and not have to pay an arm and a leg. You can find somebody, like I said, for $500. Look at this one here, $496 a month, full time. And this person here has 3 years in IT. I mean, we can look at some other ones here. Let's see here, 13 years. Okay, great. 2 years, 10 months, $500, right? So I'm going to show you how you can sign up here and how you can post a job. So this is going to be one of the best bets if you want to hire like full-time employees or part-time employees where they're completely remote, and these guys will do everything for you, not only with appointment setting. So let's go inside here. I want to show you. So basically, this is the inside here, and you're going to go to add a job post here once you sign up. And it does cost, I believe, I think it's like $40 or $50 a month to have this set up. But what you can do is just sign up for 1 month and then be able to create these jobs, and you'll get a ton of different applicants, okay? So really you just need this to be set up for 1 month. Find who you're looking for, get your applicants, right? And then you can cancel if you don't need it anymore. So job title here, type of employment, right? The job description, wages, salary, and then your contact information, and then the skills, okay? So typically you're going to need like marketing and sales. You want to do like, let's see here, telemarketing, lead generation, right? And so now let's take a look at the actual job description here. So this is what you want to use here. You want to hire a sales development representative, okay? And so what this basically says here is we're looking for somebody to book appointments for us, right, for sales, and it gives the individual a brief description of what this job will entail. You want to go right here and you want to put some information about your company. It can be very simple. This is who we serve. This is what we do, right? And then here, it's basically talking about what the individual is going to be responsible for. And then here are some skills that are needed. Now, typically, this is going to be a full-time gig here. However, you can still do part-time, but you may need to pay a little more. The thing is, these guys are typically getting paid anywhere between $3, $4, $5, $6, even $10 an hour, right? On the high side. Now, if you do part-time, you may need to pay a little more. But for the most part here, for a full-time employee to work for you that has a degree, it's typically going to cost you anywhere between $500 to $700 a month. And that is super inexpensive to have a full-time employee being able to book appointments for you on demand. So if you want to start out just doing part-time, that is okay. But it's just a matter of taking this job description here and placing it into the job description here, okay? So that's essentially what you want to put on there. You want to get this job description. You want to place it into this area here, and then go ahead and post the job for review. And then you'll find a bunch of people reaching out to you, okay? And the majority of these folks are very highly qualified. Like I said, these folks typically have multiple degrees, and they're getting paid, right, very, very low in comparison to what a normal kind of salary is for, you know, the US or the UK or Canada or even South America, right? It just so happens as far as the wages, for us, $500 is really not that much, but for them, it's almost a full month salary, okay? So this is the source here for onlinejobs.ph. Now the next source here is going to be Upwork. Now, pretty much same thing here. You want to type in cold callers, appointment setters, and then you want to make sure that you select different types of criteria here, okay? So you want to do 90% and up so that you're only able to see the high performers, okay? And then we can do here hours of build, let's say 1 hour plus, and then we can put $100, okay? And so now we get to see people who have at least 90%, and we can come here and look at some individuals. One of the things that I recommend is you come in here and you post a job, okay? And you use this script here and you create a job, and you can invite these people to the job. So let's say you come in here and you find some people that, you know, look pretty good, have a good background, have good reviews. you can invite them to your particular job. And so it's very simple, very easy. What'll end up happening is that you will create the job and you'll get a bunch of people that are going to be, submitting their application already. However, you can pick and choose who you want to invite by coming here and finding some winners and just going to invite job, okay? So these are the resources here where you can find appointment setters for very inexpensive. You can find people to not only book appointments for you, but pretty much do anything as far as the outsourcing side of your agency, okay? So that's going to be it here for this one, and we'll see you on the next one.